overnight. Just how September 3rd, 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And what a glorious Labor Day weekend we had.
It was great. I went to the State Fair on Monday. It was breezy, but it was beautiful. Low humidity, lots of sunshine, and we're setting the stage for a great week this week. Lots of sun on the horizon, but this morning, a little crisp. Let's take a look at those temperatures early this morning. Matter of fact, we have Saranac Lake starting out the morning at 32 degrees. It is now right around freezing in that location. Hamilton has dipped down into the 30s with areas of a few low-lying clouds, but most of the state are seeing mainly clear skies. Temperature of 41 in Rome. Keep in mind, the record low that we have to break is going to be 40 degrees. And that was set back in 1941. So if we reach that, then we'll break the all-time low record for the 3rd of September. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Again, we're looking at dry conditions, and this will be a common sight for the next several days, pretty much this entire work week. As you can see here, downtown Utica, it's clear, it's quiet, and expect lots of sunshine today with temperatures in the upper 60s, low 70s. Those of you sending your kids back to school, you got a great day for it. Again, it's a cool start, but great afternoon, great evening, and even nicer weather ahead. We'll talk about that full week forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The community will come together today to
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good morning. Welcome back. The time now is 5:11. We're getting you set to head to the door this morning on the Munson CommuteCast. First off, a live look at Oneonta. We are seeing locations of patchy fog early this morning, as well as not even just Oneonta, but heading into the Mohawk Valley. The Mohawk River itself produce some isolated spots of fog. So you might run into that, but most of the area is under entirely clear skies. And on our Munson traffic tracker early this morning, we've got no incidents to report of, but again, as Gary mentioned a few minutes ago, we've got 2 traffic alerts to pass along. The first one I'll mention in this hour is going to be for the southbound ramp from the arterial or Route 5 and 12 south to Route 8. The ramp that goes between here and the intersection, that's going to be closed. That's the only spot. You can follow the signed detour for the detour around the area. And again, that goes from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. starting tomorrow and then lasting until Friday. But that's really that's the only location in that intersection that's going to be closed. And so this morning, again, areas of patchy fog, temperatures in the 40s, some spots 30s. Will climb into the 70s by this afternoon with lots of sunshine. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Halloween is still weeks away, but that's...
The Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back. Hope everyone had a great Labor Day weekend. We're starting out the day a little bit on the cool side. Taking a live look at downtown Utica, we're seeing that fog from the Mohawk River slowly started to inch its way towards downtown Utica. You can see that faint fog out in the distance. And those temperatures this morning sitting at 41 degrees in Rome. Refreshing humidity. Haven't seen that in a little bit. We've got low dew points across the board with a dew point of 40 degrees, very fall-like. And some other local temperatures, 37 Long Lake and Otter Lake, 41 Inlet, 42 Little Falls and in Westmoreland to the south, 39 Hamilton and Cooperstown, as well as Oneonta. Some spots already in the southern valleys, easily into the 30s. But besides that, it's quiet on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar with no rainfall expected today due to a strong dome of high pressure moving over our region. This will keep not only today, but pretty much most of this week relatively quiet and rain-free, at least until the weekend. So enjoy this stretch of sunshine and low humidity. Matter of fact, with that low humidity, you can give those ACs a break today, tomorrow, and into Thursday. Friday and Saturday, humidity rises a little bit, but not to a very high level, enough to where it's slightly noticeable. Maybe you want it on a little bit, but you could also keep it off for the next 7 or so days. We're not tracking any serious surge in the humidity, at least until this coming week. And throughout the day today, chilly start, temperatures climbing as high as the upper 60s, low 70s, with that humidity, again, remaining very, very low throughout the next 12 to 24 hours. And so on our Skycast, we've got a crisp start to the day today. Lots of clear skies, areas of patchy fog this afternoon. Upper 60s, low 70s, lots of sunshine, a beautiful afternoon. This evening and tonight, we'll see temperatures fall down into the 40s and 30s once more. Not nearly as chilly as this morning, so you don't really need to worry too much about the frost risk like we did in some spots in the North Country overnight this past night. And then by Wednesday afternoon, a little warmer, low to mid 70s, plenty of sunshine, low humidity. Now, how about we repeat that for Thursday? 40s and 50s to start the day, heading into the 70s by the afternoon with lots of sunshine and no low humidity. So we got 3 straight days of absolutely gorgeous weather. And so in our Skycast, or 7-day forecast, we've got wall-to-wall sunshine between now and Friday. That's when we'll start to see the chances of showers return as we head into Saturday as low pressure arrives. So, all good things must come to an end, but we'll enjoy this great stretch of weather, Gary. This is a great start to the school year, if that. I've never seen a better stretch of weather.
Yeah, that's for sure. This is unbelievable. Great week. Well, a 54-year-old New Hampshire man has...
The news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Tuesday. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And boy, did it get chilly, especially up north overnight, right?
Yes, very cool in some spots. Hit freezing.
Man.
Way up in the north.
Early.
Yeah, so very early, but again, high peaks areas, so not Mohawk Valley just yet. But let's look at those temperatures early this morning because, again, it's a very crisp start to your day today. 41 in Rome with clear skies, 39 in Hamilton with patchy fog, and 31 degrees in Saranac Lake. It has fallen below freezing up there, so it is officially the first frost of the season up in some parts of the North Country. Other spots across the area, some of our sky watchers are reporting 30s. We'll, of course, mention those coming up in our next hour of sunrise. A live look at the Earthful Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Aside from this chilly start to the day, it's a quiet one with no rainfall expected during the daytime hours. In fact, for the next few days. Downtown Utica, that fog is slowly moving in, reducing visibility, so a heads up as you head out the door this morning. But that turns to sunshine as we approach the late morning and early afternoon. Great weather today with highs in the upper 60s, low 70s, and we'll continue to see the sunshine stick around. I'll let you know exactly how long it does in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Days after Israeli forces recovered the bodies of 6...
Good morning. Welcome back. Hope everyone had a great Labor Day weekend. We're starting out this morning with our photo of the day. And this one, again, I was searching through the photos. This one put a smile on my face. I hope it puts a smile on your face as well. This is a picture of 2 doe and fawn in West Frankfort taken by Anne. Now, here's what I'm saying. I can see 2 fawn, of course, in the foreground, that doe in the background. If you guys can help me find the second doe in this picture, maybe still in the bushes. However, I'm trying my best to find it, but again, it was listed as 2 doe and a fawn, so I think I'm losing my vision. If you guys are able to find it, of course, let me know. This is an adorable photo here, too, of the fawns and doe in West Frankfort. If you would like to submit a photo like this one, send it to the link right there on top of your screen, wktv.com/weather/pics. Keep in mind, we're almost into the fall season, so your fall photos will be the highlight as we head into the second half of September. Of course, central New York always has the most beautiful fall foliage across the country. Those Conditions this morning are dry, but those temperatures are a cool start. Starting out in the 40s, some spots, 30s in others, but warming up into the 60s, near 70 this afternoon with plenty of sunshine. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Now to Decision 2024 and young voters.
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back. The weekend that unofficially ends summer has passed. Some of you already preparing to send the kids to school, and we got a crisp day for that. Temperatures already starting out in the 30s and 40s. Live look at downtown Utica. That fog layer that was there earlier has since passed, but still the Mohawk River producing some low-lying areas of clouds and patchy fog. Temperature sitting at 41 at Griffiths and Rome, with refreshing humidity. I haven't seen this word here on the current conditions in a while. And we'll see this as a common sight for the next few days. Current local temperatures across the region: 36 Long Lake, 37 Otter Lake, 40 in Inlet. Heading to the south, 42 Little Falls, 41 in Westmoreland. To the south, 39 Hamilton, 39 Oneonta, and in Cooperstown also checking in with 39 degrees. Although it is a cool start this morning, radar is quiet and dry. We're expecting this as, again, a common sight, along with that low humidity as we head into the next several days. This is all due to the strong dome of high pressure currently in place over the lower peninsula of Michigan. That's, of course, supplying us with that cool Canadian air today, and then this shifts over our area, and it keeps things dry and clear over the next several days. In fact, with this high pressure in place, we don't actually even need to use the AC for today, tomorrow, Thursday, maybe Friday and Saturday if you really need to, but I do recommend against it because it's still going to be 70s with lower humidity. It'll just slightly increase, and then again by Sunday that humidity drops once more. But back to today, we've got temperatures climbing into the low 70s with low humidity and lots of sunshine. And so on our Skycast, after a very cool start, warming up into the 60s this afternoon, near 70 degrees with the wall-to-wall sunshine. At least into tonight, not nearly as cool as this morning, but still lows in the low 40s to upper 30s. Tomorrow, how about more sunshine and low humidity with highs in the low 70s. And then as we head into Wednesday night and into Thursday, let's repeat that once more with a clear start, 40s and 50s, turning to 70s by the afternoon with lots of sunshine and low humidity. And so, 7-day forecast, we've got 3 straight days of just completely perfect conditions. Great start to the school year. Friday, still looking dry and sunny. However, we'll start to see unsettled conditions and clouds roll in late in the day and into Saturday, where we'll see some rain showers. A bit of a rainy Saturday, but temperatures still not too bad. 60s and 70s the next 7 days. Gary?
Can't ask for a better 7-day than that.
It's gorgeous, Gary. Look at that, all that sunshine.
Eric, thanks. Well, Friday night, under the lights.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this Tuesday, the day after Labor Day. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And what a weekend we had, but overnight, boy, it got chilly in some parts.
Yeah, I opened my windows, let in all that refreshing air, and I woke up this morning and I was a little cold. It was a cold start to the day. Matter of fact, let's take a look at how cold some of the spots across the region got. Now, how about this? So Hamilton, 39 degrees. Saranac Lake, 31 degrees, which is below freezing. The first time, I believe, this season they have fallen below freezing. However, that's not the temperature I'm really looking at right now. It's the one in Rome, which is 40 degrees. Now, it doesn't seem too out of the ordinary, but it's matched the record low for the 3rd of November, which was 40 degrees set back in 1941. So we've matched it. If it goes into the upper 30s within the next hour, we could break that record. However, the sun does rise at roughly 6:30 this morning. That might put a bit of a damper to that. Live with the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Again, it's a dry start to the day. Areas of patchy fog, but blue skies in other spots where we're tracking nothing but dry conditions today. Lots of sunshine, highs approaching the upper 60s to low 70s. We'll see this low humidity stick around as well, and we'll let you know exactly how long this sunny stretch of weather also does stick around in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Our local community will come together later.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. Well, how about that for a view? We got the downtown Utica area and that layer of patchy fog over the region. Well, on the Munson CommuteCast, we're showing you not only that spot, but also in Oneonta. Foggy start to the day today. So valley locations in the Southern Valley seeing fog, as well as area here in the Mohawk Valley. However, besides that, other locations are seeing completely clear skies and cool temperatures. A live look at the traffic tracker early today. We've got no accidents to report, no immediate road closure information. Matter of fact, I would say this, though, the Route 28 road closure is open now, the one that was in between Newport and Middleville. But let's zoom in to the intersection between Route 8 and the arterial, or Route 5 and 12. Those of you wondering about the exact location of that road closure we mentioned previously, well, here it is. It's the off-ramp going south from Route 5 and 12 as you're making a turn on a Campion Road. Then, before you take a left back onto Route 8, that section is going to be closed tomorrow between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you're heading out early in the morning, it's still open, but again, a heads up. That's a traffic alert right there, and it's just for that spot. It's southbound. As far as what the information was provided to us, northbound should still be open if you're heading back onto the arterial from Campion Road. And so this morning, again, it's a cool start. Areas of patchy fog, temperatures in the 40s, some spots 30s. We're climbing into the 60s, near 70 degrees this afternoon with wall-to-wall sunshine and low humidity. We'll, of course, let you know how long that lasts throughout the week in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Halloween still many weeks away, but that's not stopping ghosts.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Hope everyone had a great Labor Day weekend. I know I certainly enjoyed going down to the State Fair yesterday. Got to experience the final day with, of course, fall-like conditions. Now this morning, it's a fall-like start to the day with cool temperatures sitting in the 30s and 40s in some spots. Officially at Griffiths and Rome, 40 degrees, mostly clear, refreshing humidity. A dew point of 39. This is a dew point we haven't seen in a while. This is a typical fall, early winter dew point. Not saying that just yet. Still, it's a refreshing start to the day today. Temperatures across the region, 36 Otter Lake, 37 Long Lake, and in the Mohawk Valley, 41 in Little Falls, 40 Dolgeville, 41 in Westmoreland. To the south, 39 Hamilton, 39 Oneonta, and 39 degrees in Cooperstown. And of course, Skywatchers, submit your temperatures. I'll be showing them in our next half hour. We have a lot more submitters as we're seeing those temperatures in the 30s in some spots of central New York. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Again, it's dry across central New York right now, and we'll see dry conditions not only for today, but through the next several days. This is all due to a system of high pressure keeping things quiet and dry for pretty much the entire work week this week. And although it's going to be dry today, it's a very crisp start. Warming up into the 70s by this afternoon with low humidity. And those of you who are running the ACs a bit frequently over the summer, give a bit of a break. We got dry conditions and low humidity Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday and Saturday, maybe dew points creep up into the upper 50s, low 60s, which is not too bad, but noticeable, but then it goes right back down again to refreshing conditions as we approach Sunday. And so on our Skycast, it's a chilly start to the day today, warming up into the upper 60s, low 70s this afternoon with wall-to-wall sunshine, a beautiful day expected. Tonight, we'll see lows fall back down to the 40s and 30s, but not nearly as cold. We're not seeing a direct supply of Canadian air as we saw this previous night as high pressure slowly moves eastward, keeping winds roughly at a calm pace. Then for tomorrow, a little warmer, highs in the low to mid 70s with lots of sunshine and low humidity. And see if you can guess the words I'm going to say for Thursday. We've got 40s and 50s to start, back into the 70s by the afternoon with lots of sunshine and low humidity. So we got 3 straight days of gorgeous weather. Great start to the school year for those of you sending the kids back to school. And on Friday, still sunshine. Things start to turn a bit more unsettled as we head into the weekend, especially on Saturday. Scattered showers move through with highs only in the upper 60s. We'll see conditions gradually dry out by Sunday. That front passes through and we're drying back out again as we head into Monday. But Gary, how about this for these next 7 days? Great weather for the first days of September.
Yeah. Great sleeping weather, too. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, gorgeous. Leave those windows open.
Yeah. Eric, thanks. Well, a 54-year-old New
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And you might need a sweater out there this morning, right?
I brought in my my fall jacket.
Oh, my.
I realized how cold it was. And you know what? I need to bundle up a little bit today. And fair enough, it's in the 40s and 30s some spots.
Wow.
Let's take a look at those temperatures this morning. Following a breezy and cool Labor Day, it's a crisp start to the day. Down to 30 degrees in Saranac Lake, so it is 2 degrees below freezing up in some parts of the Adirondacks. 40 in Rome, which ties the record low, which was set back in 1941, which is 40 degrees. And then Hamilton checking in with 37. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. It's a dry start to your Tuesday with areas of patchy fog, but that's really about it. The fog has lifted back to clear skies in downtown Utica, but again, Oneonta a bit foggy, parts of the Mohawk Valley a little foggy. We'll see that fog lift and sunshine move in with highs approaching the upper 60s, low 70s this afternoon. With gorgeous sunshine and low humidity, a great day for those of you sending your kids back to school again. School year is already starting, believe it or not, and we'll see more of the same as we head throughout the rest of the week. We'll talk about that full week forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Days after Israeli forces recovered the...
Good morning again. Hope everybody had a great Labor Day weekend. We are now officially in the first full week of September. And as we take a look at our photo of the day today, this one brought a smile to my face. Again, I hope it brings a smile to all of you watching this morning. It's a picture submitted with the title, Two Doe and Fawn. Now, here's my issue here. I see two fawn, I see one doe. I feel like my eyesight's going. I can't quite find the second doe. Hopefully you guys can, but regardless, it's an adorable photo here. Again, keep your eyes peeled for deer as we enter the rut season in the next few months. That deer will be out and about, running all over the place. Of course, in deer country. This photo was submitted by Ann. If you want to submit a photo like this one, send it to the link right there on top of your screen, wktv.com/weather/pics. Well, this morning, it's a dry start. Yorkville Battery's Storm Tracker 2 live radar showing quiet conditions. However, temperatures are the main story this morning. Starting out in the 40s, some spots 30s. A crisp start to your Tuesday. We will see warmer temperatures, though. We'll talk about that in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Young voters are among the key groups.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back. Hope everyone had a great Labor Day weekend. It was gorgeous yesterday, although breezy, a little cool. Taking live on our Cafe Tower camera this morning, it's a clear start, but there are some locations of patchy fog, especially here in the Mohawk Valley along the Mohawk River. You can see, of course, downtown Utica in the distance. It's clear, but heading to I-90, heading down the I-90 corridor, that's where all that fog is taking place. So heads up this morning, you could run into some patchy, dense fog on your morning commute. Current temperature 40 degrees, 39-degree dew point. That is very fall-like. A very crisp start to the day, of course, refreshing levels of humidity this morning, and it's going to be a refreshing day today. Our sky watchers checking in across central New York. First off, Mike in New Hartford 46, Bob in Clinton 42, Todd in Westdale with 41 degrees, Kevin in Forestport checking in with 36, Bill in Old Forge 35, Sean Inlet 36, and Cindy in Stratford with 38 degrees. So lots of 30s already, and the 30s continue as we head into the southern valleys. Stewart with 38 in Cooperstown, Devin Harwick 36, Scott Evanston 39, Mark in Milford 40, and Gary in Skenevis with 41 degrees. That temperature reported earlier in the morning. Likely that temperature might have fallen down into the 30s. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Again, it's a dry start this morning with no rainfall expected for today and maybe in the next few days. All due to this area of high pressure setting up right now over the lower peninsula in Michigan, but it's shifting eastward, keeping our area rain-free and cloud-free for the next few days. And so, on our Skycast, temperatures today climbing as high as the upper 60s, low 70s, with low humidity across the board. And we're not expecting any higher humidity for the next several days. So those of you that want to give your ACs a break, how about this week? Today, tomorrow, Thursday, maybe Friday, Saturday, the humidity rises a little bit, but not too much, and then drops again on Sunday. So a bit of a relief in the electric bill. Leave those windows open the next few days. Our Skycast showing chilly temperatures this morning, climbing quickly into the upper 60s, low 70s this afternoon. So as we head into tonight, lows fall down into the 40s and 30s, not nearly as cool as this morning, but still a cool start to the day. And warm up into the 70s by tomorrow afternoon with lots of sunshine and low humidity, and almost a carbon copy of that as we head into Thursday with a cool start, sunny afternoon, highs in the 70s with low humidity. So 3 days straight of sunshine. Today, Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, sunshine to start, clouds begin to move in, and we'll see rain showers begin to form as we head into Saturday. Unfortunately, the sun doesn't stick around all of the 7 days, but it's not too bad of a stretch, Gary. How about this for the first days of September? Sunshine for 3 to 4 days straight.
What a week to have off if you have it off.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
Eric, thanks. Well, Friday night under the lights start this week, and this morning we take a look at the now. And Eric, a bit of a chilly morning for the kids this morning, but now it's gorgeous.
Yeah, warming up quickly. We're already into the 60s in some spots, low 70s this afternoon, but I think the main thing is the sunshine, the low humidity. It's a great afternoon across the area. Matter of fact, a live look in Oneonta right now where we're seeing gorgeous blue skies and conditions, again, very comfortable in the low 60s right now in Oneonta, but it's a bit warmer as you head into the Mohawk Valley, sitting at 67 degrees at Griffith and Rome, 70 up in Watertown and in Syracuse, and near 70 as you head down the valley near Albany, and 68 all the way down in Poughkeepsie. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Again, even though it was a cool start to the morning and some areas of patchy fog formed, that fog lifted, and we're tracking not a single drop of rain across the area today, and even that could continue for the next few. Our next 12 hours call for lots of sunshine, temperatures in the upper 60s, low 70s. Overnight lows tonight, not nearly as chilly, but down to the 50s, 40s, some isolated spots, upper 30s, but we're seeing warmer days ahead. We'll talk about that in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. It's been a record-breaking week for travel, whether on the road.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. Welcome back after a very cool start. It's warmed up quickly. Temperatures are in the 60s, and we got gorgeous blue skies out there right now. Live look at our Cavity Tower camera. Of course, enjoy lots of the greenery here because over the next several weeks, we'll start to slowly see a few more of these trees begin to slowly take a bit more red and orangish colors. But look at local temperatures, 68 in Westmoreland, 68 Little Falls, 65 up in Inlet, 63 Otter Lake into the south, 63 Cooperstown, 61 Oneonta, and 67 degrees in Sherburne. Now, again, it was a cool one this morning. Matter of fact, we actually broke the record by a tenth of a degree. 39.9 the official temperature reading at Griffiths in Rome. 40 degrees was the record we were expected to beat, and that was set back in 1941. So, again, this is a cool start to the day today, but we're not looking to see any record-breaking temperatures, at least cooler ones, as we head into the next few. Throughout the afternoon and evening, we got temperatures remaining in the upper 60s, low 70s until around 5, 6 p.m. Then we'll cool back down into the 50s and 40s tonight. Some spots, isolated spots in the 30s. But again, the dew points remain low, humidity remains low, and the rain chance is non-existent. Well, speaking of that humidity, again, great week to leave those ACs off. Let those windows bring in that fresh air. Today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, a bit more unsettled and also a slightly more humid. But back on Sunday, we'll see cooler temperatures arrive in lower humidity. But overall, just a great week to give your AC a break. And so in our Skycast, after a chilly morning, we warmed up into the 60s and we'll remain in the upper 60s, low 70s for today. It's about as warm as we'll get. Then by tonight, we'll see lows fall back down into the 40s, some spots, again, isolated in the 30s. And we'll rebound back into the 50s, 60s eventually, the mid-70s by the afternoon. A slightly warmer day tomorrow, but of course, low humidity. Great weather tomorrow, and that will continue as we head into Thursday. It's a warmer start to the day, temperatures in the 40s and 50s, and then climbing into the mid to upper 70s with, you guessed it, low humidity. And so your 7-day forecast, we got lots of sunshine the next few days, a great stretch of weather for the first few days of school. And then following that, things turning slightly more unsettled as we head into Friday and Saturday with sunshine turning to clouds, clouds turning to rain showers, cooling down a little bit too. 68 the high Saturday, 65 Sunday. No 80 or 90 degree days in the horizon, Gary. I think we're getting past the 90 degree days, that's for certain, but no 80s for the near term.
Yeah, those look perfect.
We got 70s. I'll take 70s low humidity any day of the week.
That's for sure. Eric, thanks. Well, the numbers are in, and this year's New York State Fair saw New Year's now, and let's talk about something amazing, the weather. Holy cow, you can't get better than this in September, right?
Yeah, gorgeous conditions out there right now. Temperatures in the 60s, low humidity. And the view of Cooperstown right now looks absolutely gorgeous. And
some colors coming.
A few of the colors coming too. And I also wanted to show the camera too as well because he also commented. We're trying to figure out what's going on in the camera here. Let's zoom in full screen. Let's see if you can figure out. It looks like a piece of a spider. I don't know. It's a little blurry. A bit hard for me to point it out. Maybe some of you insect experts watching can figure it out right now. But regardless, it's a gorgeous day out there right now. Temperatures in the 60s, lots of sunshine, low humidity. Radar is quiet and dry as expected, and this will be a common sight the next few days. Pretty much nothing notable on the radar, at least until Friday, maybe even Saturday. So again, lots of sunshine today, temperatures in the upper 60s, low 70s. We'll see clear skies tonight, lows falling down into the 40s, some spots 30s once more. We'll, of course, talk about what we can expect in detail for tomorrow and the rest of the work week and that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. A quadruple homicide investigation.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. Welcome back. Hope everybody had a great Labor Day weekend. In fact, this morning, a reminder that it was still a cool one. After a cool and breezy day yesterday, it was a chilly one this morning. Temperatures have quickly climbed back into the 60s with lots of sunshine across the area. Live Cutter Cavity Tower camera, lots of blue skies, and temperatures approaching 70. Matter of fact, Little Falls officially hitting 70 degrees, Dollarville 67, Westernville 65, Westmoreland at 69. Southern Valley 64 in Cooperstown, 63 Oneonta, 66 Unadilla, 66 Norwich, and 67 down in Afton. And again, it was a chilly one this morning, a record-setting chilly, but we're not talking about anything shattering any records. We actually barely beat it by 1/10 of a degree. 39.9 degrees temperature this morning at Griffiths and Rome, 40 the record that was set for September 3rd back in 1941. So again, it was a cool night. We're not expecting any more of these record-setting nights looking ahead, but we'll see some cooler temperatures overnight, at least tonight and maybe even tomorrow morning. The temperatures are going to be ranging in the 70s for the remainder of the afternoon and evening, 60s in some spots, and then down into the 50s, 40s, some spots, 30s overnight tonight. But low humidity sticks around. See the dew points here sitting comfortably in the low 50s, upper 40s. And rain chance is non-existent. Again, with that low humidity set in stone, it's great to leave those ACs off, keeping things cool with that low humidity, that decent north breeze. And you don't actually even need to run the AC maybe until Friday, Saturday, if that. Those temperatures on Saturday only climbing into the upper 60s. So even though humidity levels are on the rise, you might just need to just close the windows and keep those fans running. Temperatures today into the upper 60s, low 70s. Again, almost nothing notable to speak of aside. Lots of sunshine, low humidity, great weather across the board for today. And then tonight, lows falling down into the 40s, some isolated spots in the 30s. Tomorrow, 70s and sunshine. Lots and lots of sunshine. And then heading into tomorrow night, we'll see a slightly warmer start to the day and a warmer afternoon with highs in the mid to upper 70s. But all 3 days, not a single drop of rain is expected. And so your 7-day forecast, wall-to-wall sunshine today, Wednesday, Thursday, and the start of Friday. That's when things will begin to turn a bit more unsettled as we head into the weekend with the increasing rain chances by Saturday. And as we head into Sunday, we'll dry out a little bit. But again, it's 70s and 60s and low humidity. Great weather for the first full day, first full week of September.
Thank you.
Try my best sometimes.
Well, now to a sad
Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis, and wow, chilly last night, right?
Oh, yeah, it was chilly enough for frost in some spots. Yeah, we're talking about areas like Old Forge, down to 32. The growing season is done in parts of the Adirondacks. I know, already, September 3rd. Woodgate 34, Coldbrook 35, Griffiths 40, Westmoreland 40 degrees from the earlier this morning. By the way, this tied the record low for the dates, which is still 40 degrees. That was set back in 1941. So yeah, very chilly start to the day. It's a lot warmer now. We're up to 71. Sunshine, refreshing, very low humidity. We have light winds. We've got a big dome of high pressure in control, and we're going to stay dry. Live look at the airfield battery, Stern Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Not as cold tonight. We'll stay away from frost. We're looking at temperatures in the 40s, though, so it's still pretty chilly. Sunshine continues over the next several days. Until the weekend, we're looking ahead, and there is some wet weather both Saturday and Sunday. We'll talk more about that coming up. Mostly sunny this evening. Temperatures cool off into the 60s, and tracking some lovely weather ahead. We'll look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Crews are on the scene, still on.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good Good evening. Another cool day across the region, especially this morning. But with the sunshine, we did warm up. Temperatures climbed into the 60s and low 70s across the area. It's live look in Oneonta. A few fair weather cumulus clouds decorating the sky. Otherwise, a pretty nice day and plenty of sunshine. We're getting into that time of the year where things are changing very quickly. The sunset tonight, 7:30. Well, 7:31 to be exact. This is the last time the sun sets before, I should say after 7:30 for the rest of the year. Next week it's 7:18, 2 weeks from now, September 17th. October 3rd, 1 month from now, the sunset will be closer to 6:30. Yeah, we're getting into that time of the year where it becomes really noticeable. Things change very quickly, especially if you're getting out in the evening time. You want to enjoy days like today. Just keep in mind you'll have a lot less time to do that over the next couple of weeks. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look quiet. Take a look at this beautiful picture. This was earlier this morning at Little Falls from Amanda. Temperature 45 degrees in Little Falls this morning, and you can see a little bit of mist out there. Cold, but not cold enough for frost for most areas. Temperatures have rebounded into the 70s. Dolgeville 70, Little Falls 72, Westmoreland 73. 73 in Sherburne, Oneonta 64, and Cooperstown with 67. A big dome of high pressure is in control of our weather. It's going to bring us plenty of sunshine. The clockwise wind around this area of high pressure will also bring warmer temperatures. As this slides to the east, our wind direction turns from the north to the southwest, and that's going to bring in some warmer temperatures. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, it is chilly tonight, but I think we'll stay away from frost. Overnight lows drop down into the 40s. Not quite as cold as last night, but not much warmer. Tomorrow night, I should say tomorrow, the weather looks beautiful. Sunshine, it does look warmer than today. High temperatures climb into the mid-70s. Tomorrow night, mostly clear skies. We're down into the low 50s. And Thursday looks beautiful. The winds turn into the south, and it feels a little bit more summer-like with high temperatures in the upper 70s. Tonight, clear skies, not as cold, but still pretty chilly, 45 for the overnight low. Mostly sunny, a beautiful day tomorrow, 75 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. It warms up. Temperatures will be in the upper 70s Thursday and Friday, and the weather does change. For the weekend, rain does return. It looks like the first half of Saturday is okay, but then rain arrives, 71 for the high. On Sunday, a few showers, 65, and we're into a cooler weather pattern next week with maybe some lake effect rain showers on Monday and Tuesday with highs in the mid-60s. Pretty standard stuff here, a little bit below average. We're usually in the low 70s this time of the year, but we're not too far away.
Well, looking at the next 3 days, I know that we are technically in meteorological fall, but summer hanging on for 3 more days here.
A little bit, yes.
We'll take it. All right, thanks, Bill. It's been a record-breaking week. Back to Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis talking about the temperature trend.
Yeah, we're trending warmer. Temperatures are going to be in the 70s for the rest of the week. We'll be pushing in the upper 70s, even close to 80 degrees by Thursday. But as we look ahead, the weather does start to change. Our next weather maker arrives Saturday. That is going to be bringing us some rain along with a cold front Saturday night. Enjoy some dry and sunny weather here across central New York over the next several days. Quiet on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The weather looks great. If you're taking the dog out for a walk this evening, temperatures will be in the 60s. Tonight's sunset 7:30. Tonight's featured dog Odie from Leonardsville. If you want to be part of this, head to Skycast WKTV on Facebook. This is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. We're tracking some really nice weather ahead. And look at the forecasts coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. When it comes to maintaining a healthy
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Chilly start to the day, but it turned out to be a lovely afternoon. A live look in Cooperstown, a temperature of 66 degrees. Most areas, especially the Mohawk Valley, hit 70, and we're going to see plenty of sunshine here this evening. Sunset is 7:30. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. All is quiet across the region. Great weather to get out and enjoy. If you have to get the lawn cut, pick whatever day you want this week. The weather looks dry. Probably want to avoid the morning time because we get a lot of dew in the morning and the grass is wet, but it doesn't take very long this time of the year for that to dry out. Our MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Again, I do recommend getting the cut in sometime this week because we do have some rain in the forecast by Saturday. Skywatchers, our neighbors, checking in with the temperature. Whitesboro, Clinton, 70 degrees. Micah, New Hartford, 69. Barneveld, 68 degrees. Lyman and Eaton with 66. Jeff and Mohawk, 68. Curtis Corner, 65. Eric and Inlet, 64. Stewart and Cooperstown, 66. Dave in Westford with 64. And Deb in Hartwick with 64 degrees. Really low humidity. The dew point, 47. The air is refreshing, and that is where it will stay throughout the rest of the week. It starts to tick up by Saturday, but even then, it's not too bad. It might feel slightly muggy here as we have our next weather maker approaching. Big picture showing a big area of high pressure. That's going to continue to take over our weather. This area of high pressure causes the air to sink at the surface, and it keeps the weather dry and sunny. This system is going to continue to move to the east and eventually bring in some warmer weather as winds turn into the southwest. Tonight, clear skies. It's not as cold, but it's pretty chilly. Tonight, we're expecting overnight lows in the 40s. I think we'll stay away from frost. Tomorrow, beautiful day, sunshine. Temperatures warm up quickly. We're looking at highs in the mid-70s, mostly sunny skies. Tomorrow night, clear skies. Overnight lows drop down into the 50s. On Thursday, a south wind takes over, and that brings warmer weather. Looking at high temperatures in the upper 70s. Again, continued sunshine, continued very nice weather here heading into the end of the week. Not as cold tonight. Still pretty chilly for early September, 45. Tomorrow, sunshine, we warm up. High temperature of 75 with a light breeze. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Lots of sunshine Thursday and Friday. Temperatures in the upper 70s and feeling a little bit like summer, although not much in the way of humidity. The humidity does start to build on Saturday, 71. We're dry in the morning. We're tracking some rain in the afternoon and evening. That could be heavy at times Saturday night. Showers on Sunday. A cold front arrives and it's cooler with highs in the mid-60s looking ahead to Monday and Tuesday. We'll be right back.
There's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Pretty chilly start to the day. Our overnight lows did drop into the 30s in some areas. In fact, 32. They recorded overnight low in Old Forge. The growing season coming to an end in parts of the Adirondacks. Officially 40 degrees at Griffiths and Rome. It ties the record for lowest temperature on this date. Ties a record set back in 1941. So it's very unusual to get temperatures this cool this early. 69 degrees is the current temperature. Not a bad recovery after a chilly start. Nice warm afternoon. We've got really low humidity. It feels refreshing. We've got a lot of nice weather ahead. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It won't be quite as cold tonight. It's chilly tonight, just won't be in the 30s in most areas. We'll be in the 40s. Sunshine continues tomorrow, and we've got some wet weather as we head into the start of the weekend. This evening, we're in the 60s, mostly sunny, tracking some lovely weather ahead. And it's going to feel a little more summer-like, too. Look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Family, friends.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are tracking some lovely weather here over the next couple of days. Just keep in mind, if you're going out in the evening time to get out and enjoy it, our days are getting shorter. Tonight's sunset of 7:30 will be the last time that the sun sets at this time for the rest of the year. It's going to continue to get earlier and earlier. By next week, it's 7:18. 2 weeks from now, approaching 7 o'clock. Next month, approaching 6:30. Changes very quickly this time of the year. So get out and enjoy it. We've got some lovely weather this evening. This is a live look from our CAVV Tower Cam. Mostly sunny skies, a few fair weather cumulus clouds, and it's going to stay dry here throughout the remainder of the week. It's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Look at this beautiful picture from earlier this morning. It's a little chilly in Little Falls. Temperature 45 degrees in the morning right before sunrise. This picture from Amanda. And you can see the mists and the horse. It's just a really great shot. As we get some cooler weather, as we head towards fall, Just a reminder, the leaf change typically happens in October for most areas. Well, we're already seeing the leaves change now, but we get those peak colors here in a couple more weeks. It's typically the last week of September into the first week of October for the higher elevations of the Adirondacks, and then it takes a few more weeks, usually the third week of October for the lower elevations, including the Mohawk Valley. Whitesboro, a current temperature of 70 degrees. Eaton, Lyman checking in with 66. Jeff and Mohawk 68 degrees, and Edmonston, Scott with 66, Dedmon Hardwick 64. We've got a big dome of high pressure that's in control of our weather. Is going to continue to bring us sunshine. As it moves to the east, the wind direction changes. Winds move clockwise around high pressure. So when high pressure goes to the east, the winds turn into the south. It's going to bring in some warmer temperatures. Tonight, clear skies. Chilly, but not as chilly as last night. We drop into the 40s. We rebound nicely tomorrow, just like today. It warms up really fast. Temperatures climb into the mid-70s. Plenty of sunshine is expected. Clear skies tomorrow night. Overnight lows drop into the 50s. Thursday looks nice. Actually, a little bit more summer-like Thursday with high temperatures in the upper 70s. Tonight, clear skies, not as cold, a low of 45. Tomorrow, beautiful day, mostly sunny, 75 with a light breeze. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Temperatures in the upper 70s Thursday and Friday, mostly sunny. Rain arrives for the weekend. It looks like we start out Saturday morning dry, but that rain arrives in the afternoon and evening. It could be heavy at times. A cold front on Sunday brings temperatures into the mid-60s as we head into early next week with more rain chances ahead. But again, a couple of really nice days ahead to get out and enjoy.
Could be a wet September.
Trending that way, we'll see.
Fingers crossed that it's not. All right, thanks, Bill. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. We continue forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. Talking chilly temperatures last night. In fact, that's frost right there,
Yeah,
right?
goodbye to the growing season in Old Forge, 32. That was the overnight low last night. We had a lot of chilly nights, or a lot of places that were chilly last night. We're not going to be quite as chilly tonight. It's going to be a chilly night, but we'll add maybe about 3 to 5 degrees to these numbers as we go forward. And that's going to be the case just about every night going forward. We're going to see this warming trend, but the weather looks really nice. It's going to stay quiet. The radar is going to look just like this for the rest of the week. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Nice and dry, nice and clear. Temperature-wise, we're 51 degrees at 11 o'clock. So we are cooling off. But again, we'll be down into the mid-40s tonight at Griffiths and Rome as opposed to 40 degrees, which is what we saw this morning. We're looking at warmer weather. We're seeing a temperature trend that's on the rise. We'll be in the 70s, mid-70s tomorrow, and then close to 80 Thursday and Friday before the humidity starts to build in as we head into the weekend, along with another chance of rain, and this time by Saturday evening. Comfortable tonight. You can leave the windows open. On the cool side, overnight lows in the mid-40s. Again, tracking some nice weather here. Look at the forecast coming out. Case, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Decision 20.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look outside. This is a look at our Cabby Tower Cam. It is quiet. We've got a nice stretch of weather ahead. Clear skies in place tonight. It's looking dry in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And again, some lovely weather. With the nice weather, if you're looking to get out in the evening to enjoy it, just keep in mind we lose daylight very quickly this time of the year. Tonight's sunset, 7:31. It's the last time the sun sets after 7:30 for the rest of the year. Next week, it's 7:18. 2 weeks from now, 7:06. And look at next month. It's approaching 6:30. We lose almost an hour of daylight between now and the beginning of October. Beautiful sunrise this morning from Amanda Yoker. This was in Little Falls. A chilly start to the day, but it was really nice in the afternoon. We saw plenty of sunshine. Got a big dome of high pressure in control, and that's going to keep the skies clear across the area over the next several days. With the wind direction changing from the northwest to the southwest, that will eventually bring in some warmer temperatures. Tonight, overnight lows drop down into the mid-40s, so it's a chilly one tonight, just not as cold as last night. We'll see lots of sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures climb into the mid-70s, a few fair weather clouds in the afternoon, otherwise a really nice day. Tomorrow night, clear skies. Again, just similar weather. We're down into the 50s. Heading into Thursday, the weather continues to warm up. That south wind kicks in, and it's going to help bring temperatures into the upper 70s. Again, plenty of sunshine. Forecast for tonight, clear skies. We're not as cold. Low 45. We'll stay away from frost. Tomorrow, it's a beautiful day. Light breeze and a warmer afternoon with, again, just a few fair weather clouds. 75 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Lots of sunshine for the rest of the week until the weekend. Ooh. Yeah, I know. I have to be the bearer of bad news. We do have some rain. I think Saturday morning starts out dry, maybe some sunshine early, but then the rain comes in. It gets pretty heavy Saturday night, and then we're followed by cool weather, maybe some, dare I say it, lake effect rain showers.
Oh my goodness.
Next week. I know.
Mow the lawn this week.
Yeah, get it done.
Thanks, Bill. When it comes to maintaining